Okay, we're here today with Elephants with Shotguns. We're here with Damon and Will. Now, Elephants with Shotguns have been playing a lot on Radio Wigwam in 2022. And we're going to discuss their plans for 23, and we're going to discuss their new EP that's coming out. So tell us a bit about yourselves, guys. How did you guys meet? How long have Elephants with Shotguns been going?
Well, we met in university. We went to ACM in Guildford. And it was sort of both passing drunken stages where we walked past, oh, all right, mate, all right. It sort of got to a point where we were like, well, actually, we should do something together. Because I had a band that was going, and we didn't.
Were you
have
at
a
the
drummer.
same band in college or different bands in college? Or?
Kind of, we rotated between bands. Sometimes I was in his band that he had, and every now and again he'd join our band. But yeah, mostly just rotating around each other until we decided actually we should make it more of a permanent thing.
Did you have the same influences or listen to the same music, or do you have a key thing that you share?
We had sort of during that time, we did have one attempt to start in a band with us two and two other guys, where we were sort of trying to do some psychedelic rock type thing, and that we just never got around to actually doing it properly. After that, I think it was kind of like we need to do a band at some point.
Was it always just the two of you in Elephants and Shotguns?
No, we actually had 5 people at one time, and then one by one they started to drop off because they were like, "Oh, I don't want to do music anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do that anymore." And all of a sudden, it was just us two.
And did that influence your sound?
Definitely.
By losing band members?
Yeah.
We had to strip it obviously right back, and we sort of thought, well, how is that possible? How can we do that? And we started to do a bit of research, and we found that it is actually very possible to do.
You do have a similar edge to Royal Blood and Queens of the Stone Age, that sort of fuzzy, rocky sound. Is that how that developed by those sorts of bands influencing you?
Yeah, definitely.
I think, sort of, obviously, like you said, things like Royal Blood and other sort of two-piece bands that have been about having to listen to them and thinking about sort of how they filled the sound out on stage, how they made it sound as big as they did, and then trying to use that in our own
spin on
sort
it.
of sound.
Tell me about your own spin on it.
Yeah, it was one of those where it was never intentional for us to sort of, I guess, get in the same vibe as those guys. But when you've got 2 people, and we'd sort of love that sort of music, it sort of gravitated more towards it. But yeah, that's how it came about. It's more necessity, and then realising, oh shit, this is actually a golden formula.
So you've got an EP coming out. We've been playing on Radio Wigwam. We've been playing 3 or 4 of your tracks, but I think probably a couple of them were a bit on preview, let's say. But you're spinning out an EP in the new year. Tell us a bit about that. What are the tracks that are going to be on it? Has it got a name yet?
Well, we've got this EP's coming out sort of, I think it's February the 2nd, I believe. Yeah, it's February 2nd on Spotify and Apple Music. It's going to be a self-titled. And we've got on there Auxiliary Droid, which is out on Spotify at the moment. Auxiliary Droid.
It's a fantastic track as well.
Thank you. Spent a long time working on that one. An Elephant Never Forgets. Vampire. And then there's 2 songs on there, one called Chaos Pot, which is named after a M&S chocolate pudding.
I see.
And another song called El Diablo Aparici.
All right, I haven't heard them. I'm looking forward to them. And so it's out in beginning of February. And what have you got coming up to promote it, and what you got planned for 2023?
So one of the things we're excited for, I guess, is the Radio Wigwam Awards, which we have been nominated for the best alternative rock act.
That's correct.
Which is,
well
very
remembered.
Exciting. So thank you.
We found out about that today as well.
Oh, hot off the press.
Just when we got on here.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Manager was like, look. We're like, So that's great.
That we got EP release show and a tour we're trying to get together for around that time as well to sort of promote that EP.
And that's all in 2023. Festivals as well. And lots of opportunity for everybody to hear your music. Did you say it's on Apple? It's on Spotify?
It's on Spotify, yeah. It's all been shared around by you guys, Radio Wigwam and Jammer, which we've been very thankful for. There's been lots of
And lots of
promotion.
other radio stations
There's
as
so
well.
many.
and,
We had one we've had something in Burbank in, I think it's LA.
Yeah,
Burbank's in LA.
California,
Yeah. And it's like, that's where most of our listeners come from. We're like, there's just one person in LA that's like on repeat. I love this. We're like, who's this person? But,
So we're going to play a track from the forthcoming EP. Which track are we going to play next?
I think we should do, what do you reckon, Auxiliary Droid?
Yeah. Why not go for Auxiliary Droid?
Well, it's been brilliant to talk to you, Damon and Will. Elephants with Shotguns, Best Alt Rock Act nominee. Here is Auxiliary Droid.
Thank you.
Thanks.